It's 8:30 in the morning, 5 years from today. In one future, you're awake, sharp, energized, working on something that actually matters to you. You're calmer, more confident, even kind of impressive. In the other future, same 8:30, but you've hit snooze 3 times. You're already behind, and you're starting yet another day that looks exactly like the last 1800 days. And deep down, you're asking yourself, how the hell did I waste 5 years and end up here? Same person, same potential, same 5 years, but two completely different realities. And the difference isn't luck. It isn't talent. It isn't some secret millionaire morning routine where you drink kale water and meditate on a Himalayan mountaintop while Jeff Bezos braids your hair. It's one choice. And the crazy thing? You've already made it today, in the first 90 minutes of your morning. Because the first 90 minutes aren't just minutes. They're a crystal ball. They predict the next 5 years of your life. Wait, what? Chill, I'll tell you why. If the first 90 minutes are automatic, you wake up, roll over, check your phone, scroll, doom scroll, scroll some more, grab whatever's easiest, react to every ping, every notification. Congratulations. You've told your brain, today, we're on autopilot. And your brain, being the obedient little chaos goblin it is, says, cool, I'll coast. And then it does. Not just for those 90 minutes, for the rest of the day. Because once you start reactive, it's almost impossible to flip into ownership mode. But if those 90 minutes are intentional, if you decide, here's where my attention goes, here's one thing I'm working on, here's how I set the tone, then you're not just owning your morning, you're owning your day. You're owning your identity. If you're doing it every day, that compounds into who you'll be 5 years from now. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Oh, great, another person telling me to wake up at 5 a.m. and drink spinach smoothies. Nah, hard pass. If success required kale and sunrise yoga, I would rather be broke, sleepy, and gassy. Forget cliches. Forget the hustle porn nonsense. The truth is way simpler and scarier. Your life isn't decided by massive breakthroughs. It's decided by repeated micro-choices. And the most dangerous ones are the ones you don't even notice, which are the ones on autopilot. So let's get practical. How do you know if you're actually choosing or if you're just drifting? Because sometimes Netflix is a choice. Sometimes that donut is worth it. How do you tell the difference? Easy. I call it the autopilot test. Ask yourself 3 questions. Question 1. Can I explain why I'm doing it? If the answer is, I don't know, it just kind of happened, that's autopilot. Question 2. Does it align with my bigger goals or values? If it doesn't, autopilot. Question 3. Will future me thank me for it? If not, you guessed it, autopilot. That's it. 3 checks. Quick, brutal, accurate. Let me show you how this works. Let's say you're on the couch at 11 p.m. Netflix asks, are you still watching? If you say, yes, because I've decided I want to relax with this show tonight, that's ownership. But if you're just drooling and clicking because the remote fell into your hand like Thor's hammer, and now it's suddenly 3 in the morning, that's autopilot. Now let me tell you the easiest trick to beating autopilot. That is, just do the opposite of what everyone else does, especially in the first 90 minutes. So if everyone else checks their phone the second they wake up, try the opposite. Don't touch it for the first 30 minutes. If everyone else wastes the first hour reacting to email, do the opposite. Spend that first hour creating something that matters to you. If everyone else avoids discomfort, lean into it. Because comfort is autopilot's favorite snack. Yeah, I get it. Doing the opposite feels weird. It feels wrong. But that's the point. If it feels weird, it probably means you've escaped the gravitational pull of default. Here's the kicker. Don't underestimate the small choices you make in those first 90 minutes. Because they don't just add up, they multiply. If you waste 30 minutes scrolling in the morning, you don't just lose 30 minutes. You lose the momentum of the whole day. You start reactive, distracted, scattered, and you stay that way. One wasted half hour at 7 a.m. quietly steals 12 hours. Now run the numbers. If you spend the first 90 minutes of every day on autopilot, that's not just 38 days lost over 5 years. That's 5 years shaped by distraction. Entire opportunities you never even saw. because your brain was locked in coast mode. But flip it. Spend that same window of 90 minutes in ownership mode, learning, creating, focusing. That momentum snowballs. You don't just gain 90 minutes. You gain the clarity, confidence, and drive that carry through the other 15 hours. Over 5 years, that's not 75 books. That's an entirely different identity. Same minutes, different trajectory, different life. Don't get me wrong, and let me validate something. If you've been on autopilot, it's not because you're lazy. It's because the system in the world we live in is built for autopilot. It's designed to hijack your mornings. Your phone is engineered like a slot machine to grab you before you're fully awake. The food industry spends billions making addictive, easy breakfasts. Your job expects you to wake up and instantly react. The world wants to steal your first 90 minutes. Because if it wins the morning, it wins the whole day. But here's the good news. The game only works if you don't notice it. The moment you see autopilot, you've already broken the spell. So here's my challenge to you. Tomorrow morning, test it. Watch your first 90 minutes. Ask yourself, am I choosing or am I drifting? Do the opposite of your default. If you usually grab your phone, don't. If you usually skip breakfast, make something. If you usually rush into work emails, spend 30 minutes on a personal project first. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be chosen. Because chosen minutes add up. They compound. And 5 years from now, you'll either be grateful you grabbed the wheel in those first 90 minutes, or you'll wonder why you didn't. So, what's it going to be? Autopilot or ownership? If you're ready to choose ownership, write it in the comments. I choose ownership. That's your first vote for the future you. And if you need someone to be with you in this journey, hit like, subscribe, and stick around. Because over the next 5 years, we're going to make sure autopilot never gets the keys again. See you on the next one.